Hello sweet friends, good morning and welcome to a brand new video. I'm excited to share with you guys some planter and garden DIYs and hacks that I am using this year that are just working out super well for me, and I hope they will for you too. Also, leave me a comment down below and let me know, do you have anything that you're growing right now, or is there anything that you're hoping to plant and garden this year? Let me know down below in the comments. For our first simple, easy, and free DIY planter hack, we're taking a large empty gallon. This could be a milk jug, or in my case, a vinegar bottle, and we're going to neatly slice off the bottom of it. I'm using an X-Acto knife, and then you can flip it over and put some rocks down in the narrow part of it, down in the top part, to fill that hole for drainage, or you can actually just take your bottle cap, drill a few holes for drainage in it, and then pop that down inside of the container to plug that hole and still allow for drainage. Add in a nice plant, or in my case I did lettuce seeds, and now I've got lettuce here that I am ready to pick and add into my salads. Moving on to number 2, I converted a small kiddie swimming pool into a huge planter container. Just flip it over, drill some holes in the bottom, and then you can add your soil in here. Fill up this little small swimming pool with all sorts of flowers, or you can do veggies. You could even paint this if you want to match or fit in with your decor. Personally, I was super excited to find this one. I got it out of my neighbor's trash. They were getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and even though it was a little bit dirty, it's perfect because I'm actually filling up the inside of it anyway with dirt. And this tomato plant in here is actually quite happy growing in the little swimming pool. To be honest, it's actually the largest tomato plant that I have growing, and I honestly have them growing all over the yard. I have like maybe 7 or 8 different ones. This is the largest plant. I think it's quite happy in here. I added the lettuce over on this side and started it from seeds, and I've even got some cucumbers and watermelon vines that are gonna grow and trail out on into the lawn over here. But if you want some deeper soil, consider using an extra tote bin. In Walmart or Target, they're about $10 for something this size. I know this is not that pretty of a shape, but it's super convenient, especially if you happen to have some extra tote bins lying around, or you might be able to even pick some up at a discount like at a local thrift store. In my case, we had some of these left over after we moved to Florida, and in some cases we had where the corner was cracked or the lid had broken, but the bottom part, it was still in perfect shape. So we drilled some holes into the bottom for drainage, and now I have 3 cucumber plants growing in this one. I actually started these all from seed a little while back, and they are absolutely flourishing. So moving on now, we want to make sure that we feed our veggies and our flowers, and we're going to want to add some fertilizer. I like to do it about once a month for mine now that the weather is getting really hot, and I just find that I'm watering a lot more frequently. Taking one of these coffee jars and then just drill some holes in the cap, and you've got the perfect little shaker bottle. That's the perfect way to just kind of sprinkle and dispense your little fertilizer pellets on. But another hack, if you want more of like a really very natural, healthy, organic fertilizer, gather up your vegetable peelings and scraps and put them all together in your food processor or blender until they're finely chopped and pureed. And then what I like to do is keep an extra bin or planter full of soil on hand. That is where I mix this in. You could even add in coffee grounds or eggshells if you want, and it will decompose really quickly with pretty much no smell and no bugs, making this a composting hack that honestly works very well in tight spaces, small spaces, and it's just perfect even for those of us that live in HOA communities. Now, while I was in Dollar Tree recently, I got to thinking about these plastic drink pitcher containers that they would just really make the perfect planters for my herbs. So I simply drilled some drainage holes and add a little bit of gravel in the bottom and then some good rich soil, and I planted my herbs in here. Now you can even hang these on a fence. You could even hang them on some larger planters or raised bed garden beds like I have here and kind of hang them along the edge if you didn't want to hang them on a fence, but they're just perfect to kind of give yourself some additional space. And I love it because it's not taking up any more ground space, adding to my elevated raised bed garden. So it is the perfect situation to grow some herbs in. However, if you have nothing to hang these little planters on, you can attach a few pieces of wood together and make your own planter hanger, or what should we call it? We're going to take a wooden garden stake here from Home Depot and then attach a few of these boards from Dollar Tree going across it horizontally. Just space them out enough so that you'll be able to hang these plastic pitchers over it, and also with enough room beyond the pitcher to give yourself at least like an extra 3 to 6 inches so you have space for your plant to actually grow and have room for the plant in between there. And now we can lean this against the house or in the corner of our patio or fence or whatever it might be, and hang our little planter pitchers on here. So I've got cabbage, strawberries, and herbs growing in mine, and it is working out fabulously. And because they're a little bit angled when I do water the top ones, any of the runoff tends to run into the ones below it, which just works out perfectly to help it also not waste water and just water the ones below it. So love this planter idea as well. So one more little random gardening tip that I wanted to share with you guys is using the Dollar Tree baskets. I kind of crushed this one a little bit by mistake, but we had a rabbit that basically was eating off all of the leaves of our sweet potatoes right down to the stem, and covering it with the Dollar Tree waste baskets has allowed some new leaves to grow back because the rabbit is just not able to reach them and eat them now. So hoping that these sweet potatoes are going to survive and make a comeback. I just think this is a great way with like any little seedlings, even if you're worried about animals like stepping on it or anything like that and crushing them, just put these around your seedlings and they'll keep them safe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these planter garden hack DIYs and tips, tricks, and ideas. Let me know if you'll be using any of these in your gardening this year. Also, I would love to know what you have growing in your garden or what you're hoping to garden this year. Leave it down below and we can chat all things garden down below in the comments. As always, wishing you a beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you guys soon in a new video. Bye.